Tens of thousands of Muslim Brotherhood supporters have responded to the latest calls to protest across Egypt against the overthrow of President Mursi. In Cairo, a large crowd gathered in the area around the mosque, which has become the focal point for their demonstrations. Elsewhere, in the Nile Delta town of Mansura, reports said 3 protesters, including at least 2 women, died and several others were injured in clashes with Mursi opponents. President Mursi must be returned to power. He's a legitimate elected president, said this man, who also demanded the return of the constitution and Parliament's upper house, the Shura Council. A rival, smaller demonstration saw supporters of Mursi's removal celebrate in front of the presidential palace. They too had been called upon to turn out, and the atmosphere was duly festive. These demonstrators feel liberated by the army's move to oust a government deemed too authoritarian. I think that Egyptian freedom and national unity will prevail in the end, but if any political faction thinks of governing by blood, that means the absence of democracy and political life in Egypt. The UN's top human rights official is demanding an explanation for Mursi's arrest. A strong army presence was designed to prevent clashes between rival protesters. Even so, there were reports of minor scuffles. Our correspondent says the distance between the pro-Mursi protesters around the mosque and the pro-army demonstrators around the palace is one street. It doesn't exceed a few meters, but the political dispute makes the gap between the two sides much bigger.
Mohammed Sheikh Ibrahim, Euronews, Al-Qahira.